In this video, I'll be taking through the process of bridging your NMKR tokens from the Cardano mainnet over to the Milkomeda network and then directly into the Blueshift decentralized exchange. From there, you'll be able to participate in the DeFi ecosystem around Blueshift, provide liquidity to the Cardano index portfolio, and also participate in yield farming on the DEX. Let's get into it. Now, there are some prerequisites in going through this process. So we're going to assume that you already have a Cardano native wallet with some assets in there, assuming that we have ADA and also some of the NMKR tokens. Secondly, we're also going to assume that you have a MetaMask wallet all set up. If you don't yet, there is a tutorial here that you can follow and you can learn how to set up your MetaMask wallet. It is a very straightforward and easy process of setting up your seed phrase and connecting it to the Milkomeda network. So let's get into this tutorial and learn how we can start bridging assets over from Cardano mainnet over to Milkomeda. So first off, go to the website blueshift.fi. From here, click on invest, and this will take you to the decentralized exchange application. Now from here, let's click on bridge, and then we need to connect our wallets to the website itself. So here we can click on connect. And in this demonstration, I'll be using my NAMI wallet. If it's your first time connecting to the website, it will ask you for read access to your wallet, and then you'll be able to connect directly. Secondly, we need to connect our MetaMask wallet to this website. So click on connect. We do have an option also to use Wallet Connect, but in this case, I'll use MetaMask. Now, if it's your first time connecting your MetaMask wallet, you need to give permissions for the website to be able to access your wallet. Now that we have everything connected, we can now choose which assets we want to migrate over from the Cardano mainnet over to the Milkomeda network. So in this case, I'm going to move over some of my NMKR tokens. And that looks good there. I'll set my limit at 200 and everything looks good. So we can see the bridging rate, how much it will actually cost us to interact with this, and how long it will take. So let's go bridge. Everything looks good here. Now we'll get a transaction from our NAMI wallet. So we need to just sign this transaction, and that will submit our transaction to the smart contract that will start the bridging process on the Cardano mainnet. Then from here, it will start to create the assets on the Milkomeda side of things and then transfer it to our wallet. So this process takes between 5 to 15 minutes, depending on network congestion. So great, it looks like the transfer on the bridge has complete, and I can see here on the interface that I have 200 NMKR tokens within my wallet. So now that I have some NMKR tokens in my wallet, I can participate by adding in liquidity to one of the portfolios here. And there's one that I'm interested in, and this is the Cardano index portfolio that is made up of these really cool Cardano projects. So this is it here, the Cardano index. So let's expand this one here. And there I can see the blues ones, the Wi-Fi, NMKR, and the copy tokens. So here I want to add in some of my NMKR tokens to this portfolio so I can earn some of the rewards. These are blue tokens that come out of this ecosystem. Now, it's really important to note that there is a share and a target for this particular portfolio. Now, this portfolio is made up of 4 different tokens, each of them aiming for a target percentage of 25%. So that's the amount of value of these particular tokens that it's trying to aim for. Now here you can see the actual share of the pool is more than that 25% here for Wi-Fi and more for the blues tokens. But the NMKR one here, it's at 22.11%. So that means it's below that target. So for anyone that is providing liquidity right now, this is a good time because you won't get a price impact. You can see the little alert messages here. Add liquidity in one token without losses when its share is less than its target weight, as well as withdraw one token without losses when the share is greater than the target weight. So some things to keep in mind when you're providing liquidity to the portfolio. But in this case, I'm going to add liquidity. And this brings up my add liquidity screen. So here I can type in a particular value, and I'm just going to type in a 50. So the value is actually done in US dollars. So it's not done in the amount of tokens that you're adding to the pool. It's done in its numerical value in US dollars. So here I put in 50, but it is a lot more of value than what is actually available for my NMKR tokens. So my current price of the NMKR NMKR tokens is quite low. So let's adjust this and make it 10. And it's still a little bit more than what needs to be added in. So I'm going to untick these. And then it's going to tell me exactly how much I need to decrease this down to. So decrease total amount to 1.66 US dollars. So not much at all, 1.66. Right, so it looks like I can decrease it even lower. So 52. There we go. Okay. So it was actually 52 cents worth of NMKR tokens that I bridged over. So here I can see now that I've got a balance of 200 and it's letting me put in the 196 NMKR tokens. I'm just wondering if I can boost this up a little bit, get a closer. No, I can't. Okay. So the actual DEX itself tells you the amount of value that you need to put in. So it's 52. I wonder if I can do 52.5. No, I can't. All right. I need 2 decimal places. Okay, so now that's my single-sided liquidity added in. I can put in 196. So let's go add liquidity. And before I do, I'll just click on this little cog here. Now there are some slippage tolerances that you can adjust and play around with. And I'm going to decrease my slippage tolerance to 0.5%. Click apply. Now that would protect me from any price movement when doing this particular trade of adding in liquidity to the portfolio. So I'm just going to click add liquidity now. I'll check the transaction details here. Everything looks good. No price impact, which is good as well, and add liquidity. Okay, so now that is progressing. I've got my MetaMask transaction here. So give permissions to my NMKR tokens. Yes, you can have permissions. Now there should be a transaction now that happens next, which will take my NMKR tokens and add it to the liquidity and give me some LP tokens in return. And here's the next transaction. So the fees on Milkomeda are very, very low, which is really cool. So 0.048. That's a lot smaller than what you get on the Cardano mainnet. So everything here looks good. Add liquidity to portfolio. Estimated gas fees total. Okay, great. Let's confirm that. And liquidity has been added. So it's as easy as that. So now I've successfully have added in NMKR tokens to this particular liquidity pool, and it is as easy as that. So let me just expand this. So now I've successfully added in my NMKR tokens to this portfolio, and we're all set and ready to go. So if I click on farming now, and then expand the Cardano index, I can see here that I now have some LP tokens, and these LP tokens can be staked to this particular portfolio here, and I can earn some more of the Blues tokens as rewards for providing liquidity to this portfolio. Now let me just expand it here, and at any point in time, I can withdraw my liquidity from this particular portfolio. Now, what did I put in there? 52 cents, was it? There we go. So I can still take out the amount of liquidity I added in. It's a small amount. Now there is a warning here. It can't be withdrawn without loss. And this is that balance target that the portfolio is trying to aim for each one of these tokens. So you can see down here, the Blues and the DeFi tokens, they had an excess amount compared to the target ratio that was aiming for. So you can take these 2 tokens out without any price impact, but here I'll get a slight price impact. I think I lost 0.02 essentially of the NMKR token. So it's not much, but it is a very small amount. The larger amounts you move, the bigger price impact that you would have. So now let's click on farming and add some liquidity, lock in our liquidity pool tokens into this particular portfolio so that we can earn some of these Blues tokens and start the yield farming process. So I'll just scroll down here to the Cardano index, expand manage. I can see I have a 13.2732 LP tokens here. So I'll just click on max and I'll click on stake. Everything here looks good. I'm just putting in another $1.44 in terms of liquidity pool tokens. So I'll click stake. MetaMask will appear here and I'll just need to approve this transaction. And we are done. So now my LP tokens to the Cardano index are locked in there. So at any point in time, I can unstake these and I can move out my LP tokens and convert this back into my various tokens that I had originally. Now I can take this a step further, and we do have yield farming pools on the Blueshift DEX. So let's load this now. Now there are two options in terms of the yield pools here. You can use the auto hodl pool and also the manual blues pool. So you can add liquidity to this particular pool here if you wanted to. So I can click on max, I can stake it in there, and it will lock our tokens into this particular pool here as we earn some extra APR on the particular tokens, the LP tokens. We also have this auto hodl pool up here. Let me just expand that one. Now, what this does is as you earn some more of the Blues tokens on the ecosystem, it will compound it back into this particular yield pool so that you don't have to. It takes the manual process out of it and lets you automatically stake your Blues tokens and those Blues tokens rewards. So let me just go through and click on max, and I'll click on stake in this case here. Everything here looks good, and I'll click on stake. Again, this brings up MetaMask. I just need to check this. So I'm depositing the my LP tokens into the particular yield pool here, and I'll click on confirm, and that is done. Nice, quick, and easy. So now we have our LP tokens locked into the auto hodl pool here as well, and we can participate in earning some of those extra rewards for compounding our rewards back into the pool. Now, if you want to learn more about the smart minting system, there is a lot of documentation here in the Git book where you can learn about the smart minting system and how the rewards minting mechanism works within the Blueshift decentralized exchange. Now, that is everything that you need to know to participate in the Blueshift decentralized exchange. Everything from bridging your assets over from the Cardano mainnet. You can now add liquidity to a particular portfolio and then participate in farming and the yield pools as well. So make sure you join us on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, where you can join our communities and learn more about the Blueshift decentralized exchange.